Hey guys, my name's David Boozer. Thank you very much for being here. Let me get my cup of coffee here. And I have been doing this on a more global level and national level for a very long time, and just want to say that this is one of the first new posts here on the company that I had started and created. Hope you guys can get used to the whiteboard. I know you might have already seen a video. I'm sitting at the desk. But welcome to my whiteboard, where literally, guys, hundreds of thousands of people have viewed this whiteboard with me around the globe. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience learning how to go from internet marketing and search engine marketing into the SEO realm, and taking what I've learned over here and understanding that these two things, SEM and SEO, need to come together. And as I look at some of the search engine optimization specialists and firms and companies here in the Pacific Northwest, I notice that there's a very small handful that are actually doing this. And for them, I'll tell you what, guys, good for you. And as a matter of fact, I know I'm a competitor, but I'll tell you what, any one of those little firms out there or companies, I think they're just as good as the choices is here at Cascade SEO, because they understand. They understand that, building a brand today through good content, through citations and social media is going to be the future. As we sit there and look at it, this is kind of where Google's going. I think eventually, while keywords still lay pretty heavy as far as ranking in the search engines and everything else, what we are seeing, and we will see through 2013, 2014 and beyond, is that eventually it's going to be kind of a shared deal. It's going to be a shared deal between those good keywords and content surrounding them to social metrics. We're going to start seeing that things like Google Plus mentions and circles and little tiny things that we can sit there and do and get people to do in Google Plus, Facebook, Yelp, whatever. We'll talk about Yelp and citations in a minute. Right now, we're just going to talk about social media metrics. But the thing is that I think that, and it's already happening now. See, we need to understand that this is happening now, that they are taking social media metrics into consideration. This is the new backlink. And I don't care, and I will argue this all day long with any company out there. I don't care who they are. I will argue this fact all day, and I can show the proof. The proof is there. That social media metrics, the way that this is what's a better way, do you think, to measure your presence online? Because you've linked to a page of something else, or some other company or business is linked back to you. Maybe if they link back to you, that's pretty cool. But what about people? People that have no interest in websites. They have interest in the products and services. That's it. They want to know. They want to visit your restaurant. They want to visit your store. They want to go to your tourist shop and buy a kite. And they go there and they experience a really cool thing that, hey, I got a great deal, I got great customer service, it was family owned and operated, it was just awesome. And all of a sudden they go out and they plus it, they like it, they create a little something on Yelp. What is a better measurement? What is a better measurement for your presence and your brand online? The link coming in from some other website, or my kid coming into the bedroom, my office. Apparently my kid. What are you doing? Oh, you need that? Okay. Go for it. Bye. Love you. Bye. I love you. I'll see you in a little bit. The pleasure of working at home. This right here is going to be the best measurement, because it's me shouting out and saying out loud to everyone that, hey, this restaurant was flippin' awesome. Or, this restaurant sucked. This is going to be a better measurement. This is going to give us an idea of what is happening on that page, what is happening on that post, what is happening on that video, what is happening on that link. But this right here is going to tell me overall what is happening with this business and its presence online. This is why. There are different citation sites. I think there's good sites. Nobody can sit there and argue the fact of a link coming in from, say, your local Commerce, Chamber of Commerce. Nobody can argue that factor, having a link on there somehow, some way. Those are great. But what else counts? What about Yellow Book? Having something good up there and maybe people are starring it, liking it, whatever it is. What about Yelp? Yelp, where people can actually sit there and create these little tiny reviews. You got a site, you've got a link up there. You're on Yelp, you're on local, local.com, you're on all of these, city search, and somebody sits there and goes, hey, you know what? They gave you a 3-star out of 5. It's better than average. And the thing is, they said, hey, you know what? It was a little slow getting my food, but I'll tell you what, it was well worth it because the food was great. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 because, the service was slow. They could speed that up. But I'll tell you what, I would give it a 4. I would actually give it a 4 or 5 if that service was just a little bit faster because that food was darn well worth it. And that's what they said right here. And all of a sudden, boom, all of a sudden, boom, all of a sudden. Everything's in a complete circle right around your business and your brand. And how long does it really take to sit there and do this stuff? This is why here at Cascade SEO, we're not just about getting your business and marketing your stuff and doing everything that we doing everything that we do for you. Some of you guys out there might not be able to afford services. You might be a new business and you're kind of worried about the expenses going out and everything else. So what we're doing with this whole series on our blog, this whole blog here, the whole website, is we're actually going to go through and we're going to actually give away information and show you how to do this stuff. That's what we're going to do. It's just something we're going to do because I don't care. Get it done. I just want to see you online. I want to see you building that brand, that presence. Seeing you do something and get here. Because I'm telling you what, the Pacific Northwest is growing by leaps and bounds. There are more and more people moving here. Because, I don't know, maybe we're just a bunch of real friendly people. But I think we've got the best industries in the world. I think we've got the best of everything. And we got people that smile in the cloudy, rainy days. And absolutely love it. That's why, I think. It's good to invest in your presence online and get what you can and do what you can. Even with Cascade SEO, we've even made it affordable for people where we can sit there and actually help you set up your presence online and actually coach you in to where you can start taking it over and managing it on your own. It doesn't take that much during the day to actually manage your website, contrary to popular belief and contrary to what firms, companies, or individuals would say to you. It's not. Sometimes it can be a little cumbersome, especially for, it can be a little cumbersome depending on what your business is, the time that you have allotted. And that's where you hire us and we take over and we do these things. But maybe you're a new company, you can't really afford all the monthly expenditures on SEO services. Well, you know what? You can't afford not to be here and building a brand and a presence online. So get the coaching you need. Learn how to manage this stuff on your own. We do that too. Anyways, thank you guys very much for being here no matter what. God bless.